Hi, my name is Brian King. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and welcome to StampWithBrian.com. I'm really excited that Stampin' Up! Has introduced a new product, and 4 new products in celebration this year. One of them I'm going to be talking to you today about, and that's this Sheer Perfection Designer Vellum. I think you're going to absolutely love it. So come on in, and I'm going to share a couple of tips and tricks for using this vellum in your projects. Sheer Perfection Designer Vellum Stack comes in 6x6 sheets, and there are 24 sheets of this beautiful pattern. There are 12 different patterns, 2 of each, and they're all basic gray with this very thick, luxurious vellum. They're absolutely beautiful and a wonderful accent for any card. They also coordinate very well with Nature's Perfection, a stamp set that's also available in March during celebration. So, what I want to do today is talk to you about some ways that you can adhere this vellum without having to see all the glue behind it. There are 3 cards that I want to share with you that I've used this vellum. This one, the vellum is right front and center, this piece right here. It's gorgeous and it goes very well with these colors. To adhere this to the card front, I put a thin strip of glue along the top, and then I glued it down. And then I put this white little banner across it just to hide that strip of glue. But I also put a tiny little dot here and a tiny little dot here, right where the gray is printed on the vellum. You can't even see it on here. So if you're tricky about it, you can hide that glue. And by the way, I used the Tombow multi-purpose liquid glue. Another card that showcases this beautiful vellum is this one. Now this card, I have this piece of vellum that I have colored these leaves with a Pear Pizzazz marker, but it's kind of a background to this wonderful sentiment and butterfly, which is from the Nature's Perfection. On this one, I simply cut my piece of basic gray cardstock and I put glue on the back of it and glued the vellum down. Then I popped those 2 up with dimensionals to create this nice look of a background that just looks so airy and beautiful. A third card, in this one, the vellum is this scallop piece, and it kind of plays a background piece to this card, but I think it's still a very important one, and I glued it in a very different way. This one I cut the scallops here at the bottom, cut my piece out, and the only glue that's holding this down is behind this panel here. So although it looks very flat here underneath, that's really all just sitting on top with all the glue underneath. And I want to walk you through that very quickly. So I have here a piece of basic gray cardstock and this piece of vellum from the vellum stack. Now instead of trying to glue this piece down, I have this panel that's going to be on top of it. Instead of just gluing it down and taking a guess at where I want to glue it, first thing I'm going to do is just glue this panel onto the vellum. This seems like a very easy little trick, but I hope you'll find it helpful. So I glue that down, right? Then flip this over and I have the perfect placement of where I want my glue to be here. And you can be as generous as you want. Lay that down over your card front and glue it down. That way, I have adhered my vellum, but you have no idea where that glue is. There's no big bold strip of glue. There's no glue dots, nothing. It's perfectly hidden away. I hope you've enjoyed these tips and tricks for adhering this very awesome Sheer Perfection Designer Vellum to your projects. I hope you'll go out and earn you some of this if you don't already have it, because it's something you definitely want to add to your stamping stash. Thanks for stopping by today. Please visit me at StampWithBrian.com to purchase any of these items or to just see the fun we're having over there. Thanks.